you're at the wrong yard.
Right. Is this okay to drop it off here?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh. Unreal. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I hope you don't mind I ordered this for you. Is that alright? That's okay. That weight package should hold her down though, don't you think? Oh yeah. Keep the front end on the ground, hopefully. That'd be a nice planter tractor. I think Dougal would like it. 24-inch belts, 370 horse.
It's absolutely loaded, he says.
So,
I get to try the back massager first. Maybe it'll help my voice.
I wish you could talk.
I do too. So
it's like I can see it in your face. You want to say something, but you're just so bound up inside.
I'll just push it way down deep.
Yeah.
Until it explodes.
That is insane.
24-inch track?
Yeah. What do you think of that?
It looks awful shiny.
Like, can I see you in there sending it with your high-speed planner?
As long as the cab is just like the 8520, I'm good.
Remember, this one massages your back while you're sitting on it.
What's Amy gonna do when I get home?
Do they make this in 600 horse? If so, I'll take 3, but no payments, please. Unreal. Oh. It's just like a Dodge. It's already great. What in the world is this? Oh yeah. We're massaging. Somebody come teach me how to run it. So we got a refrigerator, buddy seat, foldable, something I don't know how to run. It's a stick of joy is what it is. You see this? Multiple functions, multiple movements. Somebody please come tell me how to run this thing. So much visibility. So this is a lot like what I would call the hydro handle in the 700 series combine. Like it feels almost the exact same, which is also amazing. You just gotta be kidding me. You gotta go sit in there. You gotta go sit in there. No pop allowed. Get in that thing.
There's so much.
I know. It's amazing.
You know, that's the horn. I could do that.
There's so much here that I don't even know. I can't even tell anybody what it is. This is like a spaceship, only greater because it's green.
About the only thing I understand is that's auto track.
I have a good notion.
That's a steering wheel.
Yeah, and I bet you that this is the throttle.
I've seen him put it in forward and reverse right here. That's your Prindle.
Prindle?
That's your Prindle.
What's a Prindle? Pringles?
Prindle. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, low. Prindle. Like in a vehicle? No.
Okay.
First time?
Mine's a knob in my pickup.
Yeah, but it still says Prindle.
Fair enough.
It's okay, you'll catch up.
This is a demo, by the way, so we get it for 20 hours. We get it for 20 hours of demoing.
How do I turn on the seat massager?
Right here.
That doesn't clear it out.
Just push buttons.
It's doing it.
Is it?
My leg's vibrating. Oh, it's worked its way to my... It's like pushing up into my thighs.
Should I like leave for a little bit?
Ooh, it's in the back now.
I feel uncomfortable sitting next to you right now. Don't touch me.
How am I supposed to stay awake now?
Can I experience it?
Let me enjoy my first time.
The Bluetooth? Do you think it has
Oh, yeah.
Bluetooth?
Oh, I think so. It's got weather.
Oh my goodness. He's gonna get her hooked
I'm
up.
gonna be the first one here.
And here we are just messing around with a camera, sitting in a nice tractor.
Let's give him that something.
You know, you'll have to like play non-copyrighted music as Eric jams out here because
This is copyrighted.
people are gonna like look at us weird.
Because we're just sitting jamming.
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear the music. My butt's moving, and why? What have you pushed?
I got you going. You're ready.
It's like there's a bunch of mice in the seat rubbing around. I'm serious.
Poking up at you.
We got her set up now. We're heading out with the ditcher.
And when they brought it in, they parked the tractor over there, and I drove it over to the shop. And for whatever reason, that was enough training for me to now train Chet how to drive. Do you know what you're doing?
No, I don't.
Well, that makes two of us.
Okay, this is a lot like that, what I'd call the Fent,
Yeah.
the Challenger. Just push ahead for faster
Yep.
and pull back for slower. So that's sweet.
They got 2 speeds you can save, 1 and 2. So clear your screen so we can see what.
Look out, Ryan. I'm coming through and I don't know what I'm doing.
Press one of those buttons.
Pressing.
Number 2 is at 10.4. The other one was like 5.2. If you move your joystick to the right, it'll go to that saved setting. So this is a 5.2 one. Now if you press number 2 on the joystick there, and then you can press 1 to go back down. So that's your spray and turnaround on the headlands.
Oh!
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? We're going to literally do the most dirtiest job with the nicest tractor on the market.
You win some, you lose some.
Okay, this thing rides unbelievable. Look at all them front tracks are oscillating over all the bumps and it's like a cloud in here.
And look, my phone's already connected.
He's already been bouncing. Okay, Eric, this one's YouTubeable because it has holders for GoPros, which we have 2,
And I'm the third holder.
and you're the 3rd holder. Do we even use the throttle?
No,
I haven't even touched the throttle this whole time.
I have the transmission in auto mode.
So I imagine when we're ditching, we'll have to be in manual mode so we
Yeah.
have a constant RPM.
Or you can do custom if you want. The auto mode will rev up the motor when it requires more, so you could try it. It might work. Might not. Might end
So-
in a catastrophe.
How fast are we going? How do we turn cruise off or adjust it to go faster than 15.7 miles an hour?
The little scroller thing, the black one on the joystick?
Oh, this one?
I think so.
Oh yeah, look at us, we're adjusting.
26?
26? I don't think you're supposed to go over 20 though. That's our rule anyways.
Yep. And all the hired hands listen to it.
What? Here we go, we're gonna open her up on the highway. We're not listening to what the book says.
Oh, right where your thumb is, since you're turning and distracted, that's how quick it responds, those 2 lights.
Oh, so that's like the Fent also.
Better.
Hammer time, let's do this. Okay, I want it faster, more responsive. Oh yeah, there we go.
My arm is exhausted right now.
So how come no one reminded us before us 2 excited kids took off in the tractor to put fuel on?
They're probably trying to radio us.
Yeah, they're probably thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah.
I wonder how much 2 bars of fuel get you.
What I was wondering is, where's the solar panel that this thing runs off of?
Well, we had to get some fuel here before we even throw any dirt so that we're not empty before we even start. Look at Eric. He's got his Northern Chill. Hey, look at this. Ow. Ow. That's a finger pincher. Yeah, you get her done. Clean that window. It's a good chore glove. Good morning. Oh, hey, how's it going? Wow. Who's intimidating who? Why do you look so small and scared? Okay, day 2 of 8RX and Prairie Ditcher. So I did not explain this very well in the last video of what we were doing. This tractor we got a 20-hour demo on, so we are demoing it. We have not bought it. It is got 20 hours on the tractor, 25 hours on the tractor actually. It is Kibble's demo tractor that they are going around. Kibble actually owns this. The tractor is for sale. It is not a deer-owned tractor. It is a dealership-owned tractor. They're putting it out on demos right now, and it just so happens to be here for a couple hours. So we're testing it out with also Deere's ditching software that is, I believe, also new, Terra Ditch. So we're trying that out also on this thing. So this is also just like our scraper, just a different software where it is satellite guided. So it runs off of that receiver and the tractor's integrated receiver. And yesterday we struggled with mud. So we got 8 inches of snow, which equaled about 3/4 of an inch of water. Well, now it's starting to warm up a little bit, thawing, melting into the ripped chunks of mud, and we had a problem with feeding yesterday. It's a lot cooler this morning. We also moved back these augers. So this thing is basically a scraper, except instead of it having a big box behind the scraper blade here, like our land scraper, it has a massive fan wheel that is about 6 feet tall, 7. So this thing spins like this as you're driving. It pushes the dirt up that blade into that fan with big massive paddles on it, and you can direct this thing to shoot the dirt 150 to 200 feet away from the machine. Right here is where this big paddle or fan is swinging in here with these paddles, and the dirt comes shooting out of here, blasting, yeah, I'd say taller than that 26-foot sidewall. It's impressive. And also, with that hydraulic cylinder, there is a control box in the cab. You can lower this one, open that one, and it will shoot it that way. I have not yet tried that. I'd like to try that today to see what that looks like, because I bet that shoots it even higher. So that will shoot then to the right side of the machine, so you can direct the flow of the spoils. The theory behind this, rather than a land scraper, is that you never stop. So, as you guys seen me with our land scraper, granted I have very few minimal hours running one, you're always full. You go 30, 40 feet, boom, your scraper's full. In theory, you never stop with this thing. It scrapes, it's just continuous going. You go a couple of miles per hour, and it just keeps blasting the dirt out, which I like, and then also you don't need a disc to smoothen off the spoils. So hopefully today it works a little better. Like I said yesterday, nothing works very well in mud. The land scraper's sitting on the yard because that don't work in the mud. You just can't pull it, where we had struggled. So what we're gonna try today is we put different size paddles on these. So this is just like basically an auger. It forces the mud, mud in this case, but dirt, into the big fan wheel. This was positioned away from the fan a little bit too far in our theory, so we've moved it back with the Crary guys, and hopefully she works better today. Was that a lot of talking? I feel like that was a lot of talking, but there's a lot going on here, and I don't want anyone to be confused in what's going on. So both of these things we are demoing to see what we think of both pieces of equipment, and unfortunately this thing is amazing. I can't even describe to you how awesome this machine is. The ride is unreal, out in somewhat frozen but yet muddy conditions. Didn't even sink, didn't even actually know it was 3/4 of an inch of water, which is, well, look at this mud here. I mean, it is mud, like slimy, greasy mud. Couldn't tell it. Besides that, it didn't want to feed very well, which is a conditions thing. You will always find a condition that some piece of equipment will not work in. So we will see if today works better. It could have been a setting issue too. Hey, you missed a spot.
What? Should be chromed out windows so you couldn't see. Tinted windows?
This dirt is so wet, there's water running out of it.
No wonder nothing seems to work quite right.
It's a lot like last year.
Yeah, flashbacks to 2019. How's your voice today?
Not any better. I'll just hold the camera today.
Welcome aboard your tractor.
Hey, how's it going?
Your name's Chris, correct?
Yep, Chris from Kibble.
Yes. So we're gonna work with, what is the software's name?
It's
again?
called Terracotta Ditch.
Okay. New,
It's-
correct?
It's been out for a few years.
Okay.
With Kibble equipment, we're new to it. It's a product that's allied with John Deere to tie into the controllers. We've had a product in the past called Surface Water Pro
Okay.
on the GS3 and the GS2s, and this is our solution for Gen 4.
Okay. Just work some kinks out of it, made it better.
Yeah, it's got some more flexibility to do things that the Surface Water Pro could not do, especially with if you want to spend time in the off season and plan your ditches.
Okay.
What we're going to do today is survey the drains as we do them.
Yep.
But it's got a really cool integration with Op Center, where if you've made any pass in the past with your combine, your planter, it records that elevation data while
Okay.
you're doing that.
Yep.
And if it's a good elevation data, preferably RTK, we can use that to plan in the off season. So when it's time to go, you're just ditching. You're not
Yep.
spending time surveying.
Sweet. Well, let's go make some dirt fly.
Yeah.
So basically, this is Deere setup as like what we have on our tile plow, just integrated into Deere rather than having all this other expensive stuff. If you're already Deere RTK, this is the setup you would buy. We weren't Deere RTK, still aren't RTK, so that's why we've got the setup that we've got. But it is fun seeing another software and getting to operate it. Okay, I'm leaving the yard again. I've been using this thing all day today, and the frost chunks are a bit of an issue, and I think some bolts maybe didn't get tightened completely from last night's reassembly at 9 o'clock. So I lost the paddle, so we put a new paddle on, and we should be ready to rock and roll here again. I'm gonna go out, it's 4:30 now in the afternoon. We're gonna go make some more dirt fly. It's quite mesmerizing watching the dirt fly. So I haven't been filming today because we had 4 or 5 Kibble guys out. So believe it or not, Kibble and Millbank, around that area, they don't do very much ditch work or tile work. So they actually went through their, what they told me, they're like their cousin store, which is Valley Plains Equipment. And they're up north around Fargo area. So they came down and helped get this all set up yesterday. So a huge shout out to them. So I appreciate all them guys letting us be able to demo this thing. It's sweet. I guess after tomorrow, I'll have this thing tomorrow, and then it's going out to a bunch of other guys for demos. So I'm glad this thing's getting to circulate around the country. Unfortunately, people are gonna really want it. Some more pocketbooks that are gonna be a lot more empty, you might say. I really like this joystick. This only comes in the IVT. You can order it with the standard IVT or this. I highly suggest getting this joystick. It is so nice, so nice. So we're heading back out to the field with the Prairie Ditcher, and we're gonna make some more dirt fly. Oh my goodness, it's like a pickup. It's like a vehicle. The seat, power forward, power backwards, tilt of the backrest, and also, as you've seen in other people's videos, it's got a massager. Ooh, so nice. And heated seat, and AC seat. Life is nice in a Deere. What the heck's that thing? It's blue. What would he say if I swung in there, raced him? Ooh, man, this thing is nice. I need one of these seats in the combine. That would be so nice. So it seems like it works best at that 1 to 1.5 miles per hour. That's what I'm doing right now. PTO speed, 1000 PTO. Got this working just the way it should. We're cutting a ditch, really not taking too much, more or less just making an indent. And look at that thing throw it. It's insane. And it's appearing like I put smaller paddles on. We discussed it. I think it would be better allowing more clearance through the auger since we are in frost conditions. Like most of the ripping chunks are frozen. So all them black dirt chunks are frozen rock solid. So when that auger was turning, it wasn't allowing enough clearance, so we put smaller paddles on. It's feeding a lot better. It actually, I'm up a half a mile an hour faster by doing that, so it's working out a lot better. But that is just insane how far that thing throws it. It's crazy. That's what it sounds like. Frozen dirt chunks, kind of like rocks. You must be built up because she's taking a beat. Boy, this scab's quiet. Man, if I was a kid, I would just sit and watch them dirt chunks fly all day long. So I'm gonna jump out here and show you what I mean by the auger keeps getting slugged. Now this is going a lot better than before. This is just free spinning. I do have the PTO off. Not gonna go near the machine until it stops. But there's that big wheel. Look at how big that is. Hope you guys had your eye protection on. That was dangerous looking in there. So, right here, frozen dirt chunk. Now you gotta keep in mind, one might look at this and say, well, why would they design it like this? We shouldn't be out in frozen dirt chunks. Nothing works in frozen conditions like it's supposed to. So, here's what's happening. This is supposed to be turning here on this shaft, propelling the chunks inward. Well, you get into these bigger chunks, it don't feed the best. I mean, it's rock frick solid. And these do reverse, but by the time you see that it's clogged, you kind of jam-pack the whole system full, and yeah, operator failure at that point. So then you just get out, kind of wiggle some stuff, and it normally unclogs pretty easy then at that point. So now I come in here, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle on the remote valve. Need more RPMs. And then just like that, you're back up and rolling. Well, I'm gonna call her a day. Didn't even get to play much by myself. It was nice being by myself. No offense, guys, but it's just a little more stressful with a bunch of people riding with. You can concentrate a lot better when you're by yourself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational. This thing is a prairie ditcher, making drainage ditches so water don't sit on the fields any time through the year, besides winter time obviously, but right away in the spring water will be able to leave the fields and we'll be able to get into the fields to plant them sooner, is the theory. So that's what we're doing here, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. See you guys next time.